This is my video on kind of social anxiety. This will probably be social anxiety for someone with social anxiety, the worst nightmare. The point is that when you're talking in public, when you're doing these things in public, no one actually really cares about what you're doing or what you're saying. And that's the reality of social anxiety, is that it kind of fools you into thinking that other people actually care. And right now I have at least 50, 100 people passing every couple of minutes. And the thing is that even doing this myself, I don't feel completely comfortable with it because I'm still training myself how to get used to talking to a camera, even in the middle of crowds and people watching me. You might be able to see right now. But the thing is, you have to kind of get over your own self about what you think, because once you change your perception, your reality, what other people think, you can change how you actually perceive the world, and that will change what you want to be doing in finding who you really are. Because if you don't really know your actual goals, what you want to be doing in life, you're not going to be able to find your focus, and you aren't going to be able to find your grounding to actually do what you want. So yeah, this is just a reality that people actually think they care. Well, people actually think that other people care what you're doing, how you're doing it, and things like that. And the thing is that people really don't, is because this is actually something most people will never do in their lifetime, because they're afraid of the opinions of other people. But in reality, is that when people see me doing this kind of stuff, when they actually see me talking to a camera, for only like 10 seconds, they'll see me doing this, and they'll think about something else. People with their boyfriends and girlfriends, people with their families, they don't really care about what I'm doing, because I'm one person in the middle of a mall with thousands of people. And that's something that's just not on our minds, but we actually get trapped in the perception that people actually care about what we're doing, because we have this kind of, I guess, cognitive bias and sort of like anxiety that if we do something, we have to kind of do it with other people, so we have some kind of social value. And that's the thing, is that you have to try and trick yourself out of that kind of fear to actually overcome it. And if you actually notice that people are actually looking at me, and 2 seconds later they aren't even looking back, they don't even care. But this is very hard for someone which has actually been suffering for years, because if I bring someone out here that's been suffering for anxiety for 3 or 4 years like I did, they would probably have a panic attack in 2 or 3 seconds. But that's the thing, is that this is the absolute peak of where I become, is not being actually worried about what people are doing. Even though I'm looking around, I'm always just being aware of my surroundings, and I'm not actually taking it personally about what other people are doing. And that comes from like a perception of, I'm feeling what I am inside. I'm relying on how I see myself rather than how the world sees me. Because if you rely on how the world sees you, you're always going to be trapped by other people's limitations, by what they think of you. So yeah, I want to stop the video here. I'm probably going to do more like this, do routines and stuff to help people just get out and meet people and stuff like that. But yeah, this is something I've been working on conquering. Even doing this now, I feel so damn happy. I feel confident. I feel great, because I know no matter what I do or what I say right now, people, even if they do hear me, what can they possibly do? Whether they judge me or not, that's not going to affect me. When I go home, when I go to eat, when I go to sleep, that's not going to be something on my mind. And when they go home, when they go and eat and sleep, and when they do their things tomorrow, I'm going to be last thing on their mind. But rationalizing it is one thing, internalizing it and actually practicing and preaching this stuff is a whole different level. But anyway, thanks guys. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want, and I'll see you guys next time.